really emphasize the importance of the talks right from the beginning. But I also agree with Kaja and José Manuel that they have every reason to be successful. And so I just hope that the American mediation that is taking place now can succeed. And we are trying to do our best to help them.
Okay. And final word to you, Foreign Minister. Again, this is about mediation in a fragmented world and leverage that allows mediation to actually have some success. The Trump diplomacy is somewhat different than previous diplomacy, using a lot of business and investment and that kind of structure around it. So this is what the Wall Street Journal says. The picture that emerges is a remarkable story of business leaders working outside the traditional lines of diplomacy to cement a peace agreement with business deals. Now, whether that's Russia, Ukraine, or whether it's Israel, Palestine, I want to know what you think, sitting in this part of the world, as business being the underlying motivator for A, negotiations, and B, sweeteners for the parties.
Well, I think, whenever we embark in any mediation efforts, we need to look at the destination that we are going to. In order to create a condition for a peace and coexistence, you need to show them the prosperity, you need to show them what can be built if you are building on your common interest. And trying to widen the foundation of the common interest between the parties is a key a key factor in order to achieve a successful mediation. Using the economic instruments in diplomacy is a very important thing, because basically when you have a lot at stake that you will lose if you will embark into any conflict with your neighbor or from within, then you will think about it twice. And I think that this is a very intelligent way in order to structure mediation around interests, around common interests between the countries, between the parties of the conflicts, and supporting it by mediators, by other international actors. I believe this is our modern world today. Every country in need for economic support, economic prosperity. And I believe, putting our efforts together in order to achieve peace from that angle is a very important instrument.
One last question to the European at the table, lots of, but just usually it's values, it's international law. What do you think of this new kind of diplomacy and an attempt to get, knock heads together and get the sides to understand that they need to stop war?
We are in a crucial moment right now in what we call in diplomacy world order. There is a change. So anyone or anything that can help to bring peace, mediation for instance, what Qatar does, it's amazing and we really commend it. It will always be welcome. We need traditional diplomacy, but if there are other ways that can bring people together, help each other to understand better, welcome. Okay. But we must make sure that we are always talking about peace that are lasting, that are just, that are for the good cause.
Okay. 30 seconds.
Yes, I would still stress one thing, which is the long-term peace and the whole of society approach, because, knocking heads together, getting the peace deals.
That's my word.
Yes, yeah. But I'm taking from that means that you can get deals, but it has to be also accepted by the society. I mean, we saw in Colombia there was a peace deal, but people rejected it. And by the way, there was recent study about the different peace talks. If women around the table, then the peace agreements actually last 35% more than those where women are not at the table.
Clearly, I'm going to clap to that. So it's a great way to end. Foreign Ministers, High Representative, thank you so much for this discussion. Thank you. Thank you. It's really nice to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, and thank you. Thank you. What do you think is going to happen in Syria? really have to get off.